This video will educate you on the topic shell variables and keywords. The content of this video lecture are shell variables and shell keywords. Let us start with variables. Variable name refers to a memory location where the value of the variable is stored. Variables are quantities that keeps on changing in the problem solving process, whereas constants are quantities that do not change throughout the process. Shell variables provide the ability to store and operate data within a shell script. There are two types of shell variables, namely Unix defined system variables and user defined variables. Unix defined variables are standard variables for which the Unix shell provides the default values. These variables are usually used by the system itself and govern the user environment. The user can change the values of these variables as per the user's preferences and customize the system environment. Let us see some examples of Unix defined system variables. The system variable ps1, which represents the system prompt 1 and its default value is $. The system variable ps2, which represents the system prompt 2 and its default value is greater than symbol. The system variable path, which defines the path which the shell must search in order to execute any command or file path. The system variable home, which stores the default working directory of the user. The system variable log name, which stores the login name of the user. The system variable shell, which defines the name of the user's default working shell. The system variable term, which defines the name of the terminal. From the list of system variables, I have listed only very few of them. User-defined shell variables are the shell variables which are created by the user. Like any other programming language, we have the rules for constructing shell variables in shell programming also. A variable name is any combination of alphabets, digits and an underscore. Special characters such as commas, blanks are not allowed within a variable name. The first character of a variable must be either an alphabet or an underscore. Variable names are case sensitive. Few examples of user-defined shell variables are shown on the screen. Next, coming to the keywords. Keywords are also called as reserved words. Keywords are the words whose meaning has already been explained to the shell. The keywords cannot be used as variable names. The list of keywords in a Bourne shell is shown on the screen. Now let us see a demonstration of how to use these system variables. To start with, I have used a Unix command called uname, which will give you the name of the operating system that is installed in the machine. To get the system variable ps1 value, we use a command called echo $ps1, so we get the system prompt 1 value. To reassign the system prompt 1 value, we can use ps1 equal to the value. I have given ps1 equal to Ravi greater than symbol. Then you can see that the system prompt 1 has changed as Ravi greater than symbol. In order to get the system prompt 2, we use a command called echo $ps2. The default value of ps2 is greater than symbol that is displayed. To understand when system prompt 2 will be displayed, I have used a simple for iterative structure so that we can display word by word from the sentence "today is the best day." So as you enter script by script, you can see that the system prompt 1 has changed to system prompt 2. In order to reassign the value of system prompt 2, we use a command called ps2 equal to the value. I have used ps2 is equal to sun greater than symbol. Now you can see that the system prompt 2 is also changed when we use the for structure again. In order to output the system variable path, we use a command called echo $path, and you can see that on the screen the value of path is displayed. To get the value of the system variable home, we use a command called echo $home. This command displays the home directory /home/Ravi. To display the value of system variable log name, we use a command called echo $logname. Then the login name is displayed. To get the system variable shell value, we use a command called echo $shell. Then it displays the default shell that is installed in the machine, that is nothing but bash shell. In order to get the value of the system variable term, we use a command called echo $term. This displays the Unix terminal name called xterm. This video explains about shell variables and shell keywords. There are two types of shell variables, namely Unix defined system variables and user defined variables. For the system defined variables, the shell provides the default values. However, the user can change the values. These variables are used to customize the user environment. User defined variables are the variables which are created by the user in order to solve a problem. Like any other programming language, we have a set of rules to be followed to define a variable name. Keywords are also called as reserved words. Keywords are the words whose meaning has already been defined to the shell and we have to use the same meaning. The keywords cannot be used as variable names. Thank you.